Stool Sports. Bar Stool Sports.
Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He's Brandon Walker. Today is Tuesday, June 17th. We are live from Chicago, and we are brought to you by Jägermeister, 56 Botanicals, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. That's how cold your ice-cold shot of Jägermeister should be. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is
Damn,
also...
that's cold.
It's what degrees Celsius, Connor? We've talked about it on the show before.
Yeah, you should know it right off the top of your head. Just rip that off right now.
We've covered it many times on this show.
Yeah, nail that.
Nail
that one to the wall. Let's move on.
For the folks outside the States, go ahead and tell them what degrees Celsius they're.
About negative 64.
You fucking idiot.
And now you're sitting over there about 8.5 feet from me. That's what in meters?
About 92.
I don't think he knows.
He's such a dumbass. Wherever you're out, if you're hanging with friends.
How many is it Celsius, by the way?
Well, Ebo knows.
Evo, how?
I'm just trying to. I'm moving the.
I believe that is minus 17 Celsius.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
What did you say? Minus 64?
Yeah, but you see my confusion.
Is your head in the game?
Yeah, it's there.
Get your head in the game.
Hanging with friends at the bar, maybe doing all the sports stuff, just the mostly sports stuff. Call the shots. Cheers with Frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. Say the line, Brandon.
Damn, that's cold.
And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister, the core 35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Mark, I don't know if the Indiana Pacers can win the NBA championship. But I do know if T.J. McConnell is going to be their best player, especially their best guard, and their only guard they can trust to not turn the ball over the entire night, they're not going to win.
They're not going to win 2 in a row, yeah.
Correct. Yeah. It's just
that was fun though. That little stretch, that was fun.
It was fun, but it's just
the McConnell stretch last night.
It was sandwiched by just sloppiness.
A lot of sloppiness.
A lot of sloppiness. Like the Oklahoma City. I mean, Oklahoma City is what does it, right? Their length and they're everywhere. It seems like there's 6 guys on defense at all times, so they force it. But at the same time, Pacers basketball is crisp ball movement ending in a nice shot. And what they are being forced to do by Oklahoma City, whose defense is superior, is not Pacers basketball.
Yeah, it oftentimes feels like Oklahoma City's playing 8-on-5.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like just how well they guard.
Was that is that a?
No, I was.
We're doing that early today, or
I was piggybacking what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, they got so much length out there.
Who are the 3 extra guys for the for the Thunder?
Just how good they are defensively is crazy. Yeah. It was McConnell. The idea that you walk away from a pivotal NBA Finals game saying T.J. McConnell should have stayed in the game. that T.J. McConnell going to the bench swung the game is crazy. Good for him for that. Yeah. He truly was like bringing the Pacers, almost single-handedly bringing the Pacers back into the game. No part of me thinks that Carlisle fucked that up, by the way, because
I don't either.
I think there's some people that are like, why would you take McConnell out? But that's like a pitcher in the 7th inning who's dealing.
Yeah.
And you're like, why would you take him out? And it's like, well, because at some point you got a time when the fall off's going to happen.
They're going to figure it out at some point. Yeah.
So I didn't have a problem with that, but then Nembhard gets in there and just completely erases everything and turns it over. Some of the dumbest turnovers you'll see down the stretch. That was a bummer, but. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. The Pacers, it's been a fun run. It's been a fun playoff run.
Well, we're gonna win Game 6, and we're gonna
I do think they're gonna win Game 6, and then Game 7 is just you pray, you cross your fingers, you hope you're hitting every contested shot. You hope someone rolls their ankle. You hope shit can happen. Crazy shit can happen.
So just to be clear, you're wishing for injury.
No, I'm hoping for injury.
Okay. My bad. My bad.
No, and also I'll also say that I don't think the gap between the Thunder and the Pacers is as massive as the feeling is of the Thunder being done.
It is weird.
You know what I mean? Like it feels like the Thunder just beat the fuck out of the Pacers, but then
this series has been back and forth, but when the Thunder wins, it's like Oh, wow. I don't see how the Pacers ever win a game.
Yeah, like that was. I mean, the Thunder won by double digits. I watched every second. I could feel what the rest of the public was feeling. Where like at times it felt like the Thunder had a stranglehold, right? But for a team that's so vastly superior, the Pacers hang around. You know what I mean? Like that's how they won Game 1. Was they wouldn't go away, and they do kind of hang around. And then Game 3, the Pacers, I felt like flexed their muscle and said, hey, we're a pretty good fucking team too. So like this idea that, I mean, I do expect the Thunder to win the finals, and last night was, at no point was I like, oh, the Pacers got them right where they want them, where your two guards
That's exactly what I thought.
are playing like dog shit. The difference was like Nembhard and Halliburton were dog shit.
They
I
were.
just didn't trust that like.
But they've how many times in this postseason have they just hung around in the last 5 minutes? All of a sudden Halliburton shows up. Yeah. All of a sudden Nembhard shows up. All of a sudden Aaron Nesmith goes crazy. Like this has been their MO, where they just kind of hang around, and then bang, last 3 minutes they strike. And I thought, boy, they're 5 points down with 8 to go, something like that. They were just hanging right there. They were getting it to 3. It was dropping to 7. But they just didn't have the last stretch because, again, the guards were too bad.
It's weird because it's like the Thunder are going to win, but I still feel like there's a moral victory for the Pacers, which is like the Thunder were thought of as such heavy favorites. One of the – I forget what it was at the start of the series, but they were one of like the 10 – I think it was like seventh all-time like biggest NBA Finals favorite in the last 30 years or something like that. So the 40 years, some shit like that. Something like that. So I'm close.
It was like the 2000.
I'm close.
It was the 2000 and 2001 Lakers were bigger.
Yeah, there were only a handful of teams that there was a bigger gap, and I think the Pacers have demonstrated that was not quite true. Like the gap shouldn't have been that big.
Yeah.
But having said all that, they're still going to lose the series, so maybe the gap was right all along. You know.
Yeah.
But like the idea of like if the Pacers can win Game 6, which I think they can.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think they can. Like they're playing at home, and they are a good team. I do think they have a hope and a prayer in Game 7, and it's not just they don't need a miracle. They just need to play better. But the gap between this isn't David Goliath to me. This is David and
like,
maybe like Greg Ostertag.
Like I was going to say Dikembe Mutombo. Greg Ostertag's way funnier. This is
still
David and Greg
Ostertag. Like, I mean, I'm sure David shows.
I don't know how you nailed that one on the first one. I'm trying to think of all the white big men and Matt Geiger. No, David Ostertag.
You're gonna have to slay Greg Ostertag. I mean, David would be like, "Fuck, that's not gonna be easy." But like,
he's
I do
slow.
have a slingshot.
I can probably get around him.
Yeah, you got a slingshot. I'll see what I can do here.
Greg Ostertag. They just walk out on the field, and Greg Ostertag is on the other side. David, good. I got good news and bad news.
I need to get eyes on Greg Ostertag.
They left Goliath at home. He didn't come. They didn't. So, but you still got to fight Greg. You still got to fight Greg Ostertag.
David versus Greg Ostertag. Dude. I mean, that's not easy.
No, there's nothing easy about it.
You got your. How tall was David? Like Ebo size?
Probably
smaller.
Even smaller. Like Ebo, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Are you under the impression that I was growing? I've been growing the last 2 years. That I'm like Paul George. I hit a growth spurt in my 20s.
I don't know, Ebo like a year and a half ago. Then
Ebo, yeah,
I guess.
Half ago.
Sorry,
Ebo before the home run stream.
Yeah, I grew. You
did grow a little bit after that. Biblical account does not specify David's height. However, he is often depicted as a young shepherd boy, around 15 to 20 at the time.
Yeah.
If he was little back then,
I need numbers.
If he was little by biblical standards, he was probably like
tiny, shorter
than Zah, right?
Goliath was 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
No, Goliath I think was like 5'8". George Washington was a tall guy.
Goliath 9'6", 5'8" versus 9'6". So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Goliath was 9'6". Greg Ostertag would be a step down, but
can you bring that up again?
Still a formidable foe.
Are we sure that 5'8" guy is going to look that tall next to a 9'6" guy? I know he's up to about his belly button. I feel like he's even shorter. When's the last time you laid eyes on a 9'6" guy?
2 Fridays ago.
They're saying 5'5" versus 9'2".
An average person at the time was like that. So if David was small,
Yeah.
He would be smaller than.
David is described as being small.
Yeah.
So small for the time must have been really small. Oh, yeah. Anyway, point stands. It's going to be.
It's David. It's David versus Greg Ostertag.
It's not David Goliath. It's Ebo versus Greg Ostertag. That's what I think these NBA finals.
Ebo, right now, do you think you can handle Greg Ostertag?
I could run around him a little. I mean, how old is he? How old is Greg?
Oh, he's got to be in his 50s.
If it's like 6-year-old Greg Ostertag, I can get like a point.
Yeah.
I can get a point against a 6-year-old.
You can score
Greg
on him.
Ostertag.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we all know I have no chance.
How's Greg Ostertag doing? Is he doing okay?
I don't know, man.
He doesn't.
I just don't know.
All right. I hope diabetes hadn't taken a foot.
Two things from last night. I was appalled. I was disgusted. I was happy that my child has not been born yet because I do not want my child to live in a world where they see such things on their television. I don't know if you saw the sign behind one of the baskets. It was neon green during the game last night. It shook me to my core. An Oklahoma City Thunder fan, no class from these people, zero class.
Yeah.
They purport themselves to be salt of the earth people from Middle America, and they'll treat you right. Come visit Oklahoma City. We're decent folk.
Sit down, have a slice of pie.
Yeah. There was someone in the crowd holding up a sign. I shit you not, Brandon. It read, "No, sirs."
Wait a second.
It said, "No, sirs."
Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The opposite sign would be in Indianapolis, and it would say, "Yes, sir."
That's exactly right.
And what an Oklahoma City fan did was they took that saying, flipped it, and made it a negative.
They made it a negative. They
No,
said,
sirs.
No, sirs.
Are you okay?
It was pretty fucked up, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for.
Have they made a statement?
I'm waiting for John Mellencamp to issue a statement on the matter.
John Mellencamp.
I'm waiting for him to chime in. Speaking of Oklahoma City fans, did you see Delbert Jenkins?
Yes. That's the
at home,
the rotund guy that we had this morning.
For those of you at home that didn't see Delbert Jenkins, I'm going to give everyone 5 seconds to just picture in your mind what Delbert Jenkins, Oklahoma City, what he might look like. Delbert Jenkins.
What a great name. That's a sitcom name.
Delbert Jenkins from Oklahoma City. Go ahead and picture what he might look like.
The problem is,
and then we'll.
I've seen him. I'm picturing him. I think that's probably what I would have pictured in the first place.
Pictured anyway. That's Delbert Jenkins. There he is.
Delbert Jenkins, an able midstream safety partner.
It's Delbert Jenkins.
What were they honoring him for?
Because he's an able midstream safety partner.
That gets NBA Finals back.
That's Delbert Jenkins. By God, that's Delbert Jenkins.
Oh my God, it's Delbert Jenkins.
He's going to be working.
Is that like
at the end of the month?
Celebrity mashup of every Barstool Chicago employee?
God, it's
Delbert Jenkins.
Delbert Jenkins.
It's a great haircut.
Fuck, it's dope.
He's got the flat.
What is it? Is it a haircut?
What the fuck is Delbert?
Well,
It's like he's bald and that he just decided he regretted going bald, so he just taped some hair back up there?
that's a perfect smile, too. A perfect face to make. I mean, he's not really smiling, but he's kind of...
Yeah. Oh, no, I make
really,
that face.
He's not really frowning either. He's just, yep, I'm here.
Delbert. Me, Delbert.
Delbert.
Hey, folks.
Delbert.
The enable midget.
We had in Mississippi, we had a politician one time. His name was Delbert Hoseman. And his entire campaign was about how funny his name was. And he was sitting on a park bench talking to an old woman. She was talking about, well, Gilbert, I'll vote for you. And no, ma'am, it's Delbert. Well, Albert, I'll vote. And it kept going on like that. And Delbert used the name Delbert to win political office in Mississippi.
He said, "My name is so unusual, you have no choice but to vote for me."
Correct. That's exactly. And I think his slogan was literally, "It's Delbert, ma'am. It's Delbert." Delbert Hoseman. I don't know what he ran for.
Delbert Hoseman.
Maybe state auditor? No. Tax collector? Tax collector sounds about right.
It sounds like he was the lieutenant governor of Mississippi.
Oh, was he lieutenant governor? Wow, he got all the way to lieutenant governor. Delbert Hoseman.
He was the second most powerful man in the state of Mississippi.
But goddamn, he was the third.
Delbert
he was
Hoseman.
He was previously Secretary of State. So he moved his way up. It's Delbert, ma'am. Delbert. Goddamn. Delbert Hoseman.
Delbert Hoseman. Governor was Tate Reeves.
It still is, yeah.
Tate Reeves is your governor?
Yeah, I could probably get Tate Reeves on the phone if you'd like.
I got it. I'm going to be doing a podcast with him shortly. No time. I'm sure. I'm sure he and I will figure out a way to do a pod together.
Third Tate is hit the title.
Breaking down the Greg Ostertag, the weaknesses and strengths of Greg Ostertag.
He'll find his way to me.
Yeah.
I know he'll find his way to me. Tate Reeves. How about that? Yeah, the finals. The finals are the finals. The finals are just.
I will say that it has. It's been a good NBA playoffs when last night a thoroughly unremarkable game for most of it. I was in the last 5 minutes thinking, okay, well the Pacers do have it set up for an all-time finish.
Yeah,
and they are going to
cut it down to 2.
Yeah,
I have a question for you. This is because I feel like it's a loser mentality, but it's also a feeling that's pulsating throughout my body. That should the Pacers lose Game 6 even, and not win the NBA championship, still a lot to be proud of. There's still the sense of like the ride was fun. Mm-hmm. This playoff run was unreal.
Don't do this already.
Don't
do this already. Wait.
This is what I'm asking you.
Wait, do this next week.
What I'm asking you, Brandon. There's a sense of like this was a fun what a fun ride. And also, there's the cope of, like, this is 2 playoffs in a row where the Pacers were eliminated by the team that won the title. Mm-hmm. And despite – and I keep saying this, and I know it sounds insane, but we remember last year they were, in fact, swept by the Celtics. But all 4 games, they were right there.
It's a close sweep.
There was a very close sweep. And I think they've shown enough to prove – now, we'll see what happens in Game 6. They lose by 40 at home in Game 6. That'll change your opinion on this stuff. But so far, they've proven that they belong on the same court with the Thunder. Is that a loser mentality, or is that like a no? You take that, you Mark, build on it. You hope that you take that and build for the future. It's
not a loser mentality if you have that mentality 3 weeks from now. It is a loser mentality going into Game 6.
Okay.
Where you still win and force a Game 7, and I think they will win and force a Game 7. And then if you lose it because they're at home or whatever, in 2 weeks you say, you know what, we lost, but damn it, we proved ourselves on the big stage. We gave it a good run. You don't say it going into the Game 6.
But I got hit with Jalen Williams 40 piece. No sir's sign.
Oh, my God.
And then Delbert Jenkins. That's what I got hit with last night. Bam.
You haven't even mentioned Greg Ostertag.
And, I'm on the mat right now trying to figure out what the next play is.
Ebo, would you go slingshot or would you try to – what would you try to do?
How would I take out Greg Ostertag one-on-one?
Because we might be able to set this up. I'm just saying.
It's just you versus Greg Ostertag.
You got to think about this.
Climb the tree. You got to climb the tree.
That was.
Do I have to beat him in one-on-one, or do I have to?
No, a fight to the death.
Hand-to-hand
Obviously,
combat?
a fight to death. To the death.
Some Zacchaeus shit and climb the tree.
This is what Tag's up to.
Tag.
Huh? Oh, he's got a fucking Tag's hometown bar and grill.
Oh, that's Greg Ostertag.
The Ostertag group.
Where is that?
Tag's hometown
Texas?
bar and grill.
Where's he from?
Wow. Mm-hmm. Where is this? This is in Texas.
Mount Vernon, Texas.
Do you think we could do a live show there?
Tags.
Yeah, and then you
have down to Tags.
And then
we'll Trojan horse him, and then you just start beating his ass. Halfway through the show, you just try to beat his ass.
I'd take some.
Okay, so someone did this in an MMA fight recently. I think when you're so physically overmatched, you got to do like the most feminine shit you can do. So you got to be like whispering some stuff in his ear and tickling him to win fight.
Try to kiss him.
Like submit him into peeing himself, and then you win.
Tickling is a very underused part of MMA, I think.
I've been saying for years that someone needs to at least try to tickle their opponent. There's exposed armpits, exposed feet everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're getting choked out and you got nothing else, like a Gucci goo.
A Gucci goo.
It happened.
Hit him with the Gucci goo.
It happened. That's what I'm saying.
Feet though aren't ticklish enough for me. You got to get the ribs. You got to get it. You got to get. Are your feet ticklish?
Disagree. Yeah,
my feet aren't ticklish at all.
Imagine getting TKO by opponent pissed himself. Like you tickled him so hard, he's like, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!"
Well, I guess now I have questions about this. If you do piss yourself, do you lose automatically? Is it over?
Can't be automatic.
A viral MMA thing a couple years ago where a guy shit himself and that ended the fight.
That was just it.
Well, that would do it.
Because it's like a biohazard.
There's a thin line between piss and shit, though.
You're allowed to bleed everywhere. Why can't you just get a little piss everywhere?
It's a bodily excretion.
Yeah.
I think that is a good defense if you're in like a street fight with somebody much like a Greg Ostertag type build or something. If you shit yourself, they're not going to come after you.
I'm in a tickle fight with Katie.
Oh, it's like a repellent?
What?
I'm in a tickle fight
Sorry,
with Kadick.
I'm sorry. Huh?
I was going to the bathroom yesterday. He was sitting at the bar, and he was on his phone. And I just, as I walked by, I tickled him in the ribs. And he said, "I'll get you back." And I thought, okay, well, he's just joking. I walked out the Mostly Sports store yesterday right after the show, and he was waiting like this, and I had to run from him. And he hasn't caught me yet. And then I looked up, and he was in Omaha. I don't know how.
That was bizarre, right?
That was Kadick was here at lunch. And then I looked up at like 3 o'clock, and he's in Omaha.
Yeah.
And I don't know how. I assume he just did a plane, but he must have like walked right onto
Maybe
it.
an automobile.
Look at this guy.
Have y'all? And by the way, that is their attire to go to the Barstool Classic golf tournament.
Golf outfit.
Believe
in Bosco shirt. Golf outfit.
And he doesn't even know that says "Believe in Bosco." He just picked it up off the free pile here.
Yeah.
Have you been following Tate's tweets about his
prevails
with Mincy in Omaha?
Yeah.
We joke about the guy. How he functionally gets up and puts his shoes on in the morning, I'll never know.
There you go.
I'll take a free shirt if you got one.
He got him free tickets yesterday, and then he let his phone die.
I do think that this is a good content move by Tate, or if someone else wants to pick up the mantle, if Tate wants to pass it off, because we watch Mincy go on these trips, and all of us are a little confused or wondering like how he does this. How does he get these free things? How's the sausage made, basically?
Yeah.
And having someone just follow Mincy and give you a step-by-step of him asking for free shit and whatever else is riveting. It's riveting. I've been here for 10 minutes and Mincy's being Mincy. Met the steward, picked him up at the airport. Now we're looking to, quote, free roll some tickets for tonight's game.
Here's the thing about him. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know how much he makes or that he makes a whole lot of money. I do know that he works
Love
here,
Tate's fit, by the way.
and he makes a Barstool salary. Yeah. He's having people pick him up from the airport. Like we're not Ubering no more. He can expense the Uber.
It's in Omaha. How much is an Uber from the airport in Omaha to
like $6?
Is there like a game we can play for that? Like Uberall.
All right, someone watching the show can make that.
Someone's creating Uberall.
You show us a route, a starting and ending city, and we have to guess the price of the Uber.
Yes.
That's I know y'all are joking, but that's a pretty good game.
I'll play. Yeah. Uberall. Disaster. Mincy acquired us 2 free tickets for tonight's game because he is, quote, a huge presence in Omaha, but his phone is on 1%.
I don't.
How can you not be prepared for your big moment, though? He said, "This is where I take off. This is my."
Well, he's probably getting so many texts that his phone is dying fast.
And he also said,
big presence.
They found the Hampton Inn with a that stadium is surrounded by hotels.
Hotels and bars.
I just don't know how he
got in. Only in America.
How did he make it to what did the first 38 years of his life look like?
LSD.
I think there was a tweet. I can't remember where I saw
This is great.
This one was hilarious.
That's unreal. You may ask how we got stuck under a bridge a mile from the stadium in heavy rain. I blame one person who had his maps on the drive setting when we were walking, and he kept saying, quote, "It's only 5 minutes away," before the downpour.
I just
the picture.
He looks like the picture to go with struck by lightning.
Pictures. That is a perfect picture. Oh God.
And then
that was the picture of Kadick where I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I just seen Kadick like 2 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The amount of free shit that Mincy's gotten, is it in the hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Oh, it rivals some big salaries here.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's the one guy we got that will go to a restaurant and say, "Hey, I work at Barstool. Can you give me some free food?"
Connor, you ever asked for free shit like that?
No.
You ever tried to leverage your
No,
celebrity status?
I'll take it. I'll take free shit, but
I'm low on the totem pole. I'm not big enough for that. Not big at all. But I also get uncomfortable.
I'm really bad at it too.
I don't like.
But I thought at your volleyball games you had them introduce you as Barstool Sports superstar Connor Griffin.
Like we have player
Barstool
intros.
Scoof.
Player intros at the North Avenue.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
put your hands together for Barstool Scoof.
I used Connor's family and friends referral when I was in the 1,000 Mound Shag video. I got to cut the line up to the front.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Bonnie Blue.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should be talking about her right now.
She's banned.
What happened?
Banned off of
Thin ice right now.
What is she?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. But she's beefing hard.
What?
Yeah, she is. I heard.
We know, bro.
She's beefing hard
That's
with
one
a
way to describe it.
with a bop.
What? Just give me one bullet point. I need to know more, but I don't.
Blue got banned off of OnlyFans for wanting to do something criminal, maybe, or what? She used some violent language.
Yeah, and then there's this thing called the Bop House, where it's a bunch of as they say mattress actresses who all live together. And there's a girl.
Mattress actress.
That's what they say. And there's a girl named Sophie Rain who apparently was trying to start like a feud with Bonnie Blue.
Okay.
If that is the Twitter account that I saw, there's always people creating fake Twitter accounts, but I'm pretty sure I saw Sophie Rain's Twitter account just beefing with Bonnie Blue.
They were beefing.
They were she was flexing how much money she makes and doesn't have to do the things Bonnie Blue does. She said she's made $70 million on OnlyFans.
Okay. All right. It's good shit, man.
Yeah, so there you go. That's all you need.
Speaking of player introductions, so last night ABC and ESPN showed the player introductions for. I saw a tweet about 3 hours before the game saying tonight ABC will show this. It will be the first time we've seen starting lineup introduction since 2013 the NBA Finals. Did you know that? Did you realize that?
I knew that this wasn't the first year. I would have guessed like 2018 or not.
I would have guessed like 2022. I feel like
I would have guessed like first. I would have guessed like sometime during the Cavs Warriors run, they were like, we don't need to do introductions. Everybody knows all these.
They haven't showed them in 12.
I would have guessed it was somewhere around there.
I just assumed they were always there, and I was just because I do have a habit of just kind of starting a game a couple minutes late and then or pausing it, coming back, and then catching up and stuff like that. So I was just assuming I was missing it. That's a big thing. I want the starting lineup.
I want the starting lineup. I want the big inflatable Larry O'Brien trophy.
I want flames coming out of the baskets.
I want some light shows going. I want it all. I want it all, man. Give it all to me. And I want the Pacers to win.
Yeah. Okay. All
I
right.
want that too. While we're putting our shopping list together.
I want Greg Ostertag to have a good life.
Yeah. I want that.
Unless Ebo has to kill him.
I'll kill.
You say that right now.
No, I won't. I can't.
Okay. All right.
I have a question about Tyrese Halliburton.
Yes, please.
After games 1 and 2, we were defending him, saying that's the whole style of this Pacers team. It's not one guy. Yes, you'd like him to be a little bit more aggressive, but it's Tyrese Halliburton. This is how he plays all the time. Are we still using that same defense?
No,
after
that doesn't
last
mean
night?
He's not playing well
He
enough.
played bad.
He's-
But he was hurt. Thank God.
The
A said.
the pushback in games 1 and 2 where the Pacers are winning at this high clip, and he is absolutely a gigantic part of it, and he, as the Pacers go, he goes and stuff like that. So why get bogged down in is he a superstar or not? Now, over the next 3 games, the story has become he's not playing well enough for them to win. But even if he were to, in Game 6, rescue the Pacers and then come back, the conversation will then return to is he a superstar or not? Who gives a fuck, because he would have been the best player on the team to win the title. So who gives the superstar stuff is stupid to begin with. That being said, putting that aside, he hasn't been good enough the last 3 games.
Yeah. But him being good enough doesn't require him scoring 30 points.
No.
And
but he has to have at least 1 field goal.
And him being good enough and the Pacers winning shouldn't trigger the individual argument.
Yeah.
Right.
I
think for Halliburton with me, it's less of a stats thing and more of a feel thing.
Yeah.
You know it when you're feeling it, when you're watching it, whether he's playing well or not.
That scoop
Whether
layup. If he has a scoop
The
layup.
scoop layup, yeah. If he's defensively, he's not great. Obviously, he's one of the weaker links for the Pacers defensively, but he can every so often read passing lanes and pick off passes. Get that going a little bit. Get that going a little bit, Tyrese.
Yeah. Get the offense going.
You know when you see it. It's like the what was that judge who said about pornography? Where he's like, how do you define pornography?
Potter something.
He's like, you know it when you see it.
Potter.
Supreme Court justice, I think.
Yeah, shared a name with the NASCAR driver, Tony.
Tony fucking
Balboni.
Yeah.
What was his name? What was the chief the Supreme Court guy's name?
I think it was Potter Stort.
Ha!
He did the thing. He did it.
son of a bitch did the thing.
Yeah.
Call your friends and neighbors.
Son of a bitch did the thing.
He's doing it.
I'm going to need to take a
and I know he did it just to do it, but it still pissed me off.
piss me off.
It pissed me right off.
I need a refresher. I need something to excite me, and thank God I have Vuori to excite me. Talking about Vuori gets the blood flowing. Vuori is incredibly versatile and comfortable, perfect for whatever your day brings, designed to look great beyond the gym, whether you're running errands, headed to the office, or meeting up with friends. Their core short is soft, lightweight, 4-way performance stretch. It moves with you, no restrictions, and it's available in 3 inseam options, a perfect fit for every preference. Vuori is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they are offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at vuori.com/mostly. That's VUORI.com/mostly. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to vuori.com/mostly and discover the versatility of Vuori clothing, and exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Vuori.com/mostly.
Not to lean on Mince too heavily here, but did you see I got to use a show bit in real life yesterday?
No, I missed this part.
I got to use. He tweeted out he was at Omaha, and the Arkansas guy, which had maybe one of the greatest College World Series pitching performances of all time, probably the best. Gage Wood. He had a 19 strikeout no hitter. That's
insane.
That's fucking incredible.
I mean, I assume this guy is good, but this guy is.
I think he's Arkansas's number 2 starter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of my question. Like, is this guy considered like a top prospect for the majors, or
I think he's going
to come out of nowhere?
He's going to go in the top 3 rounds this year.
Yeah, he's a damn good pitcher, but that was
but this
otherworldly.
This isn't.
This isn't Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Mintz tweets out, has there ever been a no hitter in the College World Series? To which I just replied, there's just no way of knowing.
There's no way of knowing.
Okay,
that's good.
And I got to use the use the show bit.
Has there ever been a no? Has a no hitter ever been thrown in CWS?
He was rage baiting during we don't have to talk about Mincy on this show, but when he goes to Omaha, he now thinks that he's going to go viral just by being he's trying too hard. Like he was trying to make a video jinxing the world the no hitter yesterday.
Yeah.
Because that one video.
Because 4 years ago, he did jinx a no hitter.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
How many videos do you think he did yesterday during the no hitter and didn't put out because it didn't get jinxed in the video? You think he did like 15?
Here's the
every out after the 6 he did.
Yeah. Also, he kept saying no hitter and he had a perfect game going.
The thing about
I would never want to jinx him
though.
6, Gage Wood for Arkansas, trying to make American history. Has anybody ever thrown a no hitter in the college?
American history?
I don't think so. But he is shoving on Murray State.
Just wagging that.
He so badly wants a home run to hit him in the back of the head right now. That's why he's standing there.
He's standing in the outfield for that. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to mention or jinx Arkansas and Gage Wood's no hitter. I'm far above that. All I'm here to do is respect history, and it could be being made right on this field behind me.
Yeah. Maybe a body armor.
Yeah, the thing about rage bait though at this company, it always works.
Yeah, it does.
Every single person that works here that engages and rage. Connor does it on the show pretty.
Stephen Chase.
I do not.
Stephen Chase is the most naturally gifted rage baiter in the game. No skill. It's all God given.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, he is the natural.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Roy Hobbs of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's my goat.
Yeah.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Boy, is he.
He's my rage bait goat.
Yeah. Because he'll rage bait unbeknownst to him.
Yeah.
And it is absolute fire.
Goat.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Gage Wood immediate celebration after he finished the no-hitter, the gesturing to the chest? Do you want to watch it?
Okay, here we go. I like it.
I think that's fine.
I like it. That's a team player.
Yeah.
That was Arkansas.
Yeah.
It used to be the Jersey Pop.
Mm-hmm. But now it's kind of the Vanna White thing.
Yeah,
look at these letters.
Go back to that video, by the way. Start at freeze it right there. Freeze it. I like that A.
Really good A.
Good A. I like I noticed Tate. So Tate was wearing like an Ohio State get up because it's fucking Tate.
Yeah.
But the hat he was wearing, I've never seen that hat before. I think it must be the baseball team's hat.
Just the
And
O?
yeah, like that's not.
Clemson does it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying
Clemson
is
has a
I
different
like this idea of these baseball teams like just using their own.
Oh, we have Mississippi
Like
State has a baseball logo. Only the baseball.
They only
team
use the
does.
baseball.
Yeah, the baseball.
Yeah, like that C. Clemson doesn't bust that C out for anything else, do they? Huh?
Texas, or Big T's probably watching and he can correct me on this, but my understanding is Texas uses Tennessee's T, but they can't use it east of the Mississippi.
Yeah, so we use the M over S
yeah.
for baseball.
Yeah. Yeah. Buckeye fans are going to torch me because Tate's just got a block O on his hat, but that's not. That's just not.
That's not on basketball gear.
Yeah, that's just a baseball hat. The Texas T and the Tennessee T are the same, huh? Are they not?
Why does
Wait,
Texas
go back.
Go back.
Is that all Texas?
Yeah.
The top left's not Tennessee?
That one's
That's
that's Tennessee. That's just Tennessee.
That has
Texas
to be Tennessee.
That's just Tennessee.
What the fuck?
That's Texas.
That looks Texas, but also we're getting closer to Tennessee.
That's Tennessee.
That's Tennessee.
Texas.
That's
Tennessee.
That's
Texas. Tennessee.
Hold up. Wait a second. Yeah, I like that. I like the baseball. I like the
Texas.
letter on the cap.
That's the same one.
It's a good move.
Tennessee.
Haddle. Let's Haddle new
Haddle?
game, Haddle. And it's a black and white photo of a hat,
Should we?
and you have to type in.
Yeah,
what
we should. Just go ahead and pull Housel up now.
Pull Housel up. I need another.
It's time to get our Housel on.
I need another taste of Housel. Connor, I want you to go first.
All right, yeah. I like
I want
this.
you to.
Oh,
Holy
Tuesday.
shit!
oh
California-
boy. Oh
Tropical
boy.
Tuesday. So, this is the entire building, I assume. These are not like.
They don't give you
They
like
look like they could kind of be
This looks
townhomes,
this
but
looks-
it's not. That's just one house.
This looks more mountainous than it does tropical.
Tropical
Well-
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It just kind of looks like
how many bedrooms are in there?
So mountains of California.
1,
yeah.
2,
Huh.
3.
You can't find the bedrooms by the windows.
That is.
That looks like
Connor, you go first. You start us off.
This one's
12. I don't know.
Maybe like 850K.
oh my.
No.
God.
I'm
That
gonna
was
go.
rage
That
bait.
was rage. That's Connor
No.
rage bait.
I'll go. God, fuck. Like 7.2. Too small.
that's a lot of square feet.
It depends. It
It's
really
California,
does
too.
depend on location.
No.
Yeah, like,
that
I'm
can't be our
thinking-
yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm thinking this is far away
If
from
it's-
LA.
If it's in the outskirts of Fresno, maybe.
Right.
You know, but if this is towards the coast at all,
We're
we're
lowballing.
lowballing. Yeah, but let's see.
All right, there's our first guess.
Not quite that expensive. Guess lower.
Oh,
All right.
All right, so this is in Bakersfield.
Landing.
But wait.
Oh, no,
Oh
there's
no,
one.
there's
What the
water.
fuck?
Oh, but it's Northern California.
Hold on.
37 miles.
That also
And
that looks like a photoshopped ass window.
This looks like a pre-build photo.
I hate that tree.
Is that asparagus?
Yeah,
No, an artichoke.
That's artichoke. That's a.
Classic artichoke.
That's a very
What is-
tastefully done artichoke.
Dude's
that's-
trying to name vegetables.
That's Chip and Joanne.
Okay, what the fuck is that vegetable?
What a fucking.
What would the name of the vegetable game be? Vegetable?
Vegetable. So let's go. I mean, wow, that's. It must just be. It must have shitty.
I'll just say something. That this might be a townhome because
37
that's a
miles.
tiny room.
Yeah.
That's a tiny room with a tiny TV. They got the dinner table out here. They got a little carpet like from
So,
1980.
what
This
we
is
were-
not a great.
That
What,
AC.
what we were looking at was
Go
not
back.
the
Go
entire
back.
building.
Go back to the
Go
house.
back.
I think this is a
Picture?
townhouse.
Can you? Yes.
Like, is it not that entire building? It's just like
like
one of the
this.
units. We're
It's
only.
got to be one of the units because that.
But why?
You
want to
go? You want to go like
Hate this card.
I think we go down to like 3.
3?
Yeah, I think we go down to 3, and we try to trap it in the middle.
Do 3, 3, 5. Do 3, 5.
3-5.
Do 3, 5.
Yeah,
And we set a range.
Do I?
Oh my God.
It's got to be.
it's a townhouse.
It's a
townhouse.
it's a two.
townhouse.
It's 850K.
1700.
It's 1,700 square feet. It's a townhouse. All right.
So 1.1.
Beach access.
More than that, dude. Beach access. It's got to be more than that.
Well, what-
It's got to be.
What beach?
I think it's got to be 2.
You think we're going to 2?
I don't know. You want to do?
Try 1.1. No, it's
Try 1.1. You,
No,
you
no,
go.
no, no,
I didn't let you get. You got it.
All right, I'll come up from 1.1. I'll do 1 point.
Too low.
1.1 was too low.
Well, I didn't do 1 point.
Fuck, dude.
So 2. I think he's right.
I think a nice even 2.
Yeah.
I think a nice even 2.
Flat 2.
$2.
2. There you go.
2. You're killing me with this.
Oh,
guess,
my God.
Guess
Too
higher.
low?
Too low. What the?
Between
fuck?
2 and 3.5.
2 guesses.
That is a nice view.
It's a nice view, but
It's. I mean,
Is
just
that
the
beach?
difference. 2.7 to 1,700 square feet. You got beach access. 37 miles from San Jose.
a 3,000-foot lot. You're
That's
on nothing.
2.5. That's 2.5, 2.7, something like that.
7.
2.5. 2.555.
2.5.
5.55555.
Yeah.
2.555.
There you go.
Too high.
Too high. What the?
All right. So
We're close. We're
it's
close.
probably like just 2.5.
Oh, you got amenities?
Yeah, but that's community.
2-car garage?
Pickleball court.
2.35.
This one was tough.
Not
I
our,
don't know the townhome game.
not our best. You won.
Who was it?
Who was it?
What happened?
2, 3.
Shohei Otani.
2, 3, 4, 9.
2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3, 5. There we go.
Where's it at? Moss Landing?
All right.
Where's
What-
Moss Landing?
That one wasn't as fun.
No, I didn't know we were doing townhomes.
That's
Townhomes-
crazy.
Townhomes are crazy. Come on,
Bed,
man.
3 bath.
I mean, it's a nice place.
I don't know townhomes.
But when you immediately saw that building, you
That was
thought,
a mansion.
Yeah.
That fucked us up.
Well, that would be
fucked
on
us up.
Mansion
That's not
Monday.
fair.
Come on, Housel, be better.
Come on, man.
Be better,
I
Housel.
kind of like us turning our nose up at these like expensive houses, being like, I did
Come on.
fucking
Come on.
dump. I'd never live there.
Look at this setup.
Dump.
Bunk bed central.
2.4 million.
What is this, Bed City?
It's 2.4 mil get you.
Whoa.
Well, that's not even a room. We can't count that.
This is one of those things where you would tweet out, what should I put here?
Mm-hmm.
And then it would get 1.7 million impressions.
I put out, what do I do with this card last night, and people told me to kill myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you pulled a Shohei Otani.
I had a big night.
Yeah.
I went and caught a big fish.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
my Jim and Steve's, I won a raffle for a Topps Japan Series 1 box this year. And I said, what can I pull out of a Topps Japan? And they said, maybe an Ichiro or a Shohei auto. And I said, okay. And I pulled that Shohei auto.
Wow.
And immediately everybody said that it's got a bad corner and it's scratched up.
It does sort of have a bad
It does
corner.
have
Does have a bad corner.
Bad corner.
there's
I don't know what that is.
major scratches on the back.
It does look like a guy named.
How would it have
Yeah,
gotten? How would it have gotten scratches?
Are you sure that's Otani's signature, not just Craig?
That's Craig.
That just
Yeah.
says Craig.
Yeah. Well, Shohei's
Craig.
middle name is Craig.
Yeah. What do you do with it?
I don't know.
Put it in one of these.
I think I just
And then
Slab it up.
yeah, it's in my car right now, slabbed up.
In the car.
Yeah, what is that all right?
Hot in your car. That's not, no.
Shohei's fine. He
But it's
he
gonna-
lives in L.A.
The card can get damaged in the heat.
Card.
You asked.
Card.
What do I do?
We gotta get this on camera. We gotta get you doing breaks on TikTok
I think
Live
yeah,
or something.
that's true. I think you should sell this raw because it's gonna grade poorly.
Fasoli's in here. He's doing
He's
card
here?
breaks. He's here in the office.
Engaged Fasoli.
What's he doing?
Hey, let's get Fazoli to come in and join the show. Said no one ever. I mean, come on, Connor.
He's ripping packs left
Come
and
on,
right
man.
now. That's his new thing.
What you wanted?
But yeah, engage Fasoli. Shout out Fasoli.
Why is it in his car? It's burning. Get it out of there. UV, bro. It's baking in the heat. Make him take it out of the
He's
car.
got to take it out.
It's in my fucking.
He's got to take it out.
It's in this thing.
Oh no, man! It's burning now.
People.
Oh, fuck, what are you gonna-
the people act like this is a 2-year-old baby. It's in my car. It's in the thing. Whatever. What do you call this? Console.
The console.
Armrest?
Center console.
Center console. Yeah, it's there.
Um.
Along with all the other cards I've been.
trash for my fast food.
Yeah.
The trash receptacle.
Oh, I've been keeping my car clean. Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, because every day I get it home, I now have a 16-year-old daughter with her driver's license. Every day I get home, she just takes it and leaves. And
That's so fun, man. You get your license.
Yeah.
Kind of have nowhere to go. You just drive around.
that's the best time
It was
in
the
life.
best. It was the best.
Just drive around and pick up a
Not
friend.
really
Where are we
sure.
going? I don't know.
Walmart
Roll the
parking
windows
lot?
down
Yeah.
and.
Just want to walk around Walmart. I can drive us.
Especially in the summer, dude. You roll the windows down, get the breeze in your hair. You feel alive.
I'm gonna take
Feel
this.
so alive.
I'm taking the top off this week
Really?
of the Jeep.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've been working out.
Speaking of the College World Series, that dude did throw a 19 strikeout no hitter. Then the LSU game got rain delayed to right now. So whatever.
Oh, they never. I was watching it before the final started, and then the final started, and then I was a sad boy and just went to bed.
They moved it over to today.
I never made an attempt to check back in.
I think it was 5-3 and
7-3 top 6.
7-3 top 6. So LSU's going to win the national title. It's just so boring. The LSU.
Sources tell my source that the College World Series game must resume by 11 p.m. or else the games will be postponed until tomorrow. All right.
Was that something that we needed that we needed to call and find out?
Most drunk sober guy ever.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm into the content. I'm into that's what I mean. I think Mincy needs somebody with him because if
documenting his content is better than his content.
When Mincy puts it out, I'm like, when someone is with Mincy documenting it, I'm into it. So, you pulled a Shohei Otani yesterday. Dave Roberts pulled a Shohei Otani yesterday.
Yeah, he did quickly,
very quickly. 1 inning in.
Was that the plan?
I don't know.
One inning.
He was only going to do 1 inning.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
What the fuck?
What's the point?
Just get him back out there. Who's an opener?
Okay, well, let him pitch 2 innings.
Can I say something that is very dumb?
Yes, Mark.
Is going to upset a lot of people. But
Who are you saying it to?
I'm just speaking from the heart.
Okay.
I'm saying this to Dave Roberts and Shohei Otani and Rob Manfred.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying this to Rob motherfucking Manfred. And I don't need it explained to me how good of a baseball player Shohei Otani is. I don't need people to point out his numbers and that he's doing stuff we haven't seen and yada 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 yada.
Yeah.
I don't need all that. I'm speaking from the heart here. I'm speaking from my feelings, Brandon.
Mark Titus, sports fan.
This is how I feel. The Shohei Otani experience has kind of been disappointing as of late. And what I mean by that is when we saw this guy at his peak, your mind ran wild with holy fucking shit. I am going to be seeing him mowing down batters. I'm going to be seeing him bombing home runs. I'm going to be seeing him. Yesterday we get the news that he's starting the game at pitcher and he's also batting leadoff in the exact same game. That's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't been done since
50s.
Shohei Otani did it 22 months ago.
That hasn't been done since 22 months ago.
National League.
Shohei will be the first National League player. Who's the last American League player to do it?
I would imagine Shohei Otani.
Shohei Otani.
You thought this was going to be a normal thing. You thought every 5 days or so that Shohei Otani was going to pitch 7 innings and fucking contend for a Cy Young and also hit 2 home runs and your mind was going to be blown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is not that. And then he pitches 1 inning and gives up a run and then I'm just like, I mean the guy's good. He's a great hitter, no question about it. But
may I?
Where's that next level? Where's the fucking?
May I say something?
Go ahead.
All he did during his Tommy John rehab was put up a 50-50 season.
Yeah.
So he was out, and if he were just a pitcher, we wouldn't have seen him for a year and a half. And he just gave us a 50-50 season just for shits and gigs.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
Right.
Just here's this.
Yeah, and you're doing what I said I didn't need anybody to do.
But
tell me that he's good. I knew he was good. I know how good he is. I'm saying
he's really good though.
I'm saying if he's so good, why isn't he better?
That's a good point.
I'm saying I was.
That's a good point.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. I was excited for him to pitch yesterday, and then it was just a.
Did they tell us beforehand he was only pitching 1 inning?
I believe so. Yeah.
Because I didn't listen.
Why? Who got that newsletter? Where's that?
Yeah,
Dodgers fans.
All the headlines said Shohei Otani to return to mound tonight.
That's all. To start. Yeah.
Right. But you got starting doesn't mean what it used to.
I know, but you got 2 old fuddy-duddies like us. We hear starting pitcher.
Yeah.
They should have been more transparent and said he will open. If you heard he's opening tonight.
So we're changing. Yeah.
Was this like a rehab appearance, but because he's on the team as a hitter, they can't send him to the minors to do a rehab appearance?
Probably. They have to build him up in the major league.
Will at some point in the future, I get what I want out of Shohei Otani, which is he is going to, in fact, start games, pitch 6-7 innings.
Game 1 and 7 of the World Series,
and also bat and be.
Now wait a minute.
This is way earlier than I think most people expected him to come back. Probably about a month before people actually expected him to come back on the mound.
So I don't need to panic yet.
No.
Okay.
Could you theoretically have hitter Shohei Otani in the major leagues and demote and send down pitcher Shohei Otani?
So have him pitch.
He pitches
in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
He pitches in Fresno and he hits in LA.
He also hits in LA. Yeah.
I guess.
Can you be assigned if you're two different players?
Uh-huh.
Would he have to change one of his names?
He has to start. He has to start the game. Pitch 6 innings.
That's Craig
and
Otani.
That's Delbert Otani.
They changed the fucking substitution rules for him, so that when you
What?
pull out pitcher, you can just move him to DH and it's no big deal.
You couldn't do that
No.
previously?
They changed those rules.
The Angels used to
I know
have
you
to
can do that now. You used to have to eat
Wait, hold on.
DH.
Say that again. When you pull your pitcher,
So he was the pitcher, and then like they would just do no DH.
Because the pitcher would hit instead
Right.
of the DH
Yes.
in the American
but
League.
they're
So then when-
allowing him to pull. You can pull the pitcher, but that's
Yeah. So before he was like you pull him, then it's like all right, you got a DH for him,
hate this. I
or
hate
pinch it for him in spots. Now
Why
you can just
don't-
move him to DH,
Why don't they just allow 9 batters, 9 fielders?
like a football team.
Yeah, I'm being serious. I don't understand.
Would be good.
I just do that already. Just have
Mhm.
here's your lineup of batters, here's your lineup of fielders. I miss pitchers hitting in the National League. It's another controversial baseball take I have that gets people fired up.
What is it?
That I want pitchers to hit in the National League.
Yeah, I'm okay without that.
I miss it.
I don't miss pitchers.
Doesn't make any sense. Makes 0 sense to have a designated hitter. It makes 0 sense to have one guy who doesn't play both ways. Doesn't make any sense. Like I said, if you're going to do that, just do the whole fucking lineup.
And then
That's what I
when
think.
you ran into guys like Carlos
That's what I
Zambrano,
think,
it
but
was awesome.
people tell me I'm wrong.
Cranky.
I found a pitchers hitting home run compilation on YouTube the other day. That was just a terrific watch.
Did you see Joe Blanton in the World Series?
Probably, yeah.
It's so crazy that the community of pitchers were like, we're going to disregard this part of our job to such an extent that eventually you're just going to let us not do it.
They used to be.
They quiet quit hitting is what they did.
in the
as a
60s and
community.
70s, there were some good ass hitting pitchers. Yeah,
Because that was baseball. That was part of playing Major League Baseball. Was that if you're going to step on a Major League Baseball field, you have to be able to swing a bat to some competency in the National League. I mean,
if it were me,
yeah,
if it was me, and I was a pitcher,
yeah.
I'd do both awesome.
Why not?
I'd be a great pitcher and a great hitter. I'd be the best pitcher, and I'd probably be the best hitter too.
Can we compromise?
What I would do. What?
They have to hit, but somebody else runs the bases for them.
Someone else runs the.
'Cause I don't want to. The Chin-Ming Wong injury ruined my mid-2000s.
No, dude, it's
childhood.
fucking like. What are we?
No, you have to run too. You got to run.
Can they wear the silly jackets while they run?
Yeah.
Remember when they used to do that? They
Yeah.
throw on the
Yeah,
jacket.
That's really what happened. Is pitchers like
they had sick jackets though.
pitchers quiet quit hit. They didn't even quiet. They were very loudly quitting. They're just like, I don't want to do it. I don't wanna. And they did that for like decades.
Billy, get out there and give me a hit.
But I don't wanna. I don't wanna. And then baseball was
I'm
finally
a pitcher.
baseball was finally like, we got to do something about this. We got to make that.
You want baseball to be more like cricket, where you send your 9 guys out, your 10 guys out, and every single one of them has to pitch. Are you aware of this?
Oh, really?
Not all
I
of them have
I
to
like
pitch,
that. Yeah.
But like you in cricket,
I like-
you have to be able to bowl, and you better be able to play the field, and then you have to hit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to me. That is, and I say that genuinely, and I think the DH, I do think that that 9 guys should have to hit if you're going to do the DH. Like, I do think that they should just say, fuck it. We have our lineup of hitters. Because anytime anybody's like pro DH, they're like, no, dude, it's a way better game to have a guy who just specializes in hitting, and then you could let the pitcher just specialize in pitching. Then I say, why not just let them all do it that way?
So if we want to do some DH discourse,
Because that would be fucking awesome to have 9 pro fielders, and that's all they do is play defense.
EFs.
And then 9 guys that's all they do is
9
fucking-
Omar Vizquels running around
Yeah,
out
dude.
there. That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome.
You get way more highlights.
Yeah, dude. Pitchers.
You don't have to put
jackets
Kyle
are
Schwarber
awesome.
in right field.
I miss this. I just miss oddities in sports, man. Oddities made the world go round in sports.
Mm-hmm.
So the DH thing is actually kind of interesting because I think the Devers move is kind of related to a pushback to the full-time DH in terms of like teams are using it now more as a day off spot for players.
Right,
And,
yeah.
like they want to rotate guys through the DH spot where they don't want guys to be a David Ortiz.
Known
Like
as
unless you
a
have David
DH.
Ortiz or Shohei Otani, like you don't want a full-time DH. You know?
Right.
It's like you want it to be a versatile position to use to substitute guys in and out of the lineup. But I don't know, maybe like the Red Sox are doing something good because they're getting rid of a full-time DH. Like you can't have so much money tied up to a guy that can't play.
You have more
defense.
flexibility.
So-
Yes.
Devers Devers was on the Red Sox, and Devers got mad when they signed Bregman because Bregman played Devers' position.
Mm-hmm.
Devers said, "I'm not going to go to this other position."
Keep in mind, Devers, worst third baseman maybe in the history of baseball.
Then this rookie comes up and says, "Coach, I'll play first base."
Mm-hmm.
Christian Campbell.
Devers gets mad at the rookie for saying he played first base. Devers doesn't want anybody else to play third base. Now he doesn't want anybody else to play first base. Now he's not a Red Sox anymore.
Yeah, he seems like he might be
an asshole.
Yeah, a bit of an asshole.
Okay.
Not a team player.
Sure.
A lot of it seems to be kind of like an unwinding of the organization since the Betts trade, which upset a lot of people, them not extending him. And so then Bogarts is gone, Devers is gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think maybe he felt more upstaged by the fact that a rookie would supersede his position in leadership, I guess, as a veteran player and be like, oh, this guy won't do it, I'll do it, which is like what you should be doing. Like get your foot in the door, major leagues, play wherever you want. But yeah, Devers to me seems kind of like an asshole,
like a diva.
Yeah, like a guy that I'm glad is not on my team anymore.
You don't want him on Mostly Sports? Like
if
we had an opportunity to acquire him, you think that would blow up the locker room?
Listen,
we have a connection. We could probably get him in here.
Listen, you guys know me. I hate Greg Ostertag. Hate him.
Yeah, sure.
With all my heart.
Right.
I'd rather have him in here than Rob.
Wow.
So
that's big.
We can't. So that's just something to keep in mind, Brandon.
So that limits our options with the roster.
You guys can have him.
No, I mean we want to keep everybody happy in here. That kind of limits our options as far as expanding the roster.
I mean, do you? Titus proved his positional versatility the other day. He stepped up and produced.
I did.
Yeah.
I did produce, yeah.
We got a lot of positional versatility in this room, I think.
We were saving it for later. We were going to announce Rafael Devers as a roving member of Mostly Sports, but I guess now we're not going to be able to do that.
The Devers barge.
If he's just at the door open right now.
Probably break it.
What a picture.
That's your Game 6 preview. The NBA Finals.
TJ, did you do this AI or did you have a chat person do it?
That's your Game 6 NBA Finals preview right there.
To be honest, I think it'd be more of a mismatch than that.
Yeah,
I feel like he's, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Ostertag's kept himself in shape. Almost certainly not, right?
I don't know what he's.
He owns a restaurant.
He hasn't played basketball in 19 years.
I think he almost died.
Did he?
Yeah.
All those old 6'10" white guys almost died.
Oh, I know. Yeah. His sister almost died, and he saved her life.
Oh,
wow!
All those 6'10" white guys, sisters almost died.
Saved the life of his sister, who was dying. Wow.
Oh wait, I made it. Okay.
Wow. He's been an advocate of organ donation.
All right. Cody and Bailey and Shelby. All right.
Wow.
He's a realtor.
Okay, I hate the way he spelled his daughter's name.
Should we buy a house from him?
God, what if he showed up on Household? This whole thing. Yeah, let's buy a house from Greg Ostertag. I don't know. It's going to be hard to get through Vic Bishop.
Rusty Lowe.
Christy Pilgrim. I like this team. Greg
he looks great, dude.
Yeah, he looks fantastic.
Fuck you up, Ebo. Ebo, you're absolutely getting fucked up by that guy.
Clayton Pilgrim.
He's wearing fucking glasses, isn't he?
Wait, Clayton didn't.
You don't think I have a chance against a guy in glasses, Titus? Seriously?
Why does this guy get a whole bio and then Greg Ostertag?
Yeah. Oh, look at me. I can't see.
Because Greg Ostertag still got his basketball money. He probably didn't come to work very often. He probably just has his license just to have it.
They don't know much about him.
Yeah.
Just links to his
mysterious Greg.
Yeah, he just kind of blew in from one day.
Greg, you talking about Big Greg?
Yeah, he just kind of showed up, and we weren't really. We don't know where he came from.
We weren't going to say no. We asked for a job.
Said he was from Utah. I don't know.
Yeah.
BetterHelp. BetterHelp is what I'll talk about right now. Mostly Sports is sponsored by BetterHelp. Men today face immense pressure to perform, to provide, and keep it all together. So it's no wonder that 6 million men in the U.S. suffer from depression every year, and it's often undiagnosed. It's okay to struggle. Real strength comes from opening up about what you're carrying and doing something about it so you can be at your best for yourself and everyone in your life. If you're a man and you're feeling the weight of the world, talk to someone, a friend, a loved one, a therapist. With over 35,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's convenient, too. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/mostly. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/mostly. I have 2 things. Can anybody guess the theme of the new bobblehead layout? Which I need to uncover because they're back here and you can't even see them. But
Darius Slay,
Buck Showalter. We need a drone
Rafael
cam. Rafael Palmeiro, Jeff Brantley, Brandon Woodruff, Dak Prescott, Paul Mahallam, Darius Slay, Nathaniel Lowe, and Will Clark.
Now, I know...
Yes. This is a tough one.
Nathaniel Lowe was committed to a school and did not attend, correct?
He attended a different school, yes.
Okay.
Rafael Palmeiro.
Eric Dampier broke his neck.
Rafael Palmeiro had sex with Ryan Sandberg's wife. That's what they say.
What?
Now, did Buck Showalter have sex with Ryan Sandberg?
I don't know.
He did.
Hold on now.
Why is the Dak
That's what the
bobblehead?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he wearing headphones?
Because he's wearing headphones.
Oh, that's when he was doing the hip thrust before the game.
Because it's Dak. It's Dak at his best. It's before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-game.
It's the best you'll.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you see Dak in his
That's a bad bobblehead.
at his peak.
That's a terrific bobblehead.
Yeah, they're all. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Jeff Brantley wore a cowboy hat when he played baseball.
Is that? I have a question about the bobblehead collection.
Sure.
Are we counting that giant Will Clark statue as part of the bobblehead collection?
I have
Not
many.
a bobblehead.
I have many Will Clark figurines, and this will stand in as a.
I have many Will Clark figurines.
I do. He's probably my favorite athlete of all time. This will stand in until I get his bobblehead here. I have him in figurine form, not in bobblehead form.
I need to know exactly the number of Will Clark memorabilia that you have.
Oh, it's significant.
Is it in the 30s?
What are we counting? Are we counting everything?
Everything. Pictures.
I have
It's in
many
sign
Will
balls.
Clark figurines.
It's in the 50s to hundreds.
What?
It's in the 50s to hundreds.
Wide
Yeah.
range.
Making no attempt at humor, he said, "I have many Will Clark figurines."
I have many.
That was just a matter-of-fact statement.
I have many.
That was not meant to invoke laughter from anybody.
I have many Will Clark figurines. I don't know what you want me to say. I am one of the world's leading Will Clark figurine collectors.
Do you think I got more Dale shit or you got more Will Clark shit?
Oh, I have 10 times more Will Clark shit.
Wow. That's saying something, dude, because I got
you're one of the biggest Will Clark collectors in the Midwest.
Because I got as a reminder, I got Hunt and Dale.
I probably have Hunt and Will somewhere.
I will say, if this became a desk of Will Clark and Dale Earnhardt, that's a great 90s sports collection right there.
Yeah.
Now, secondly, I'll draw attention to my shirt. Do you know, Mark? Does this comic strip do anything for
Billy
you?
and the Boingers does nothing for me. I don't know what that is.
Okay. All right. Well, I know the kids aren't going to know. So I was wondering if wearing this shirt would just, if I was going to be able to slide this reference past every single person watching. So probably
Billy
not
and
every
the
single
Boingers.
person, but most of them.
Wait. Is that a comic?
It's comic strip, yeah. It's a Billy and the Boingers is an element or characters in the comic strip.
Oh, that because I recognize the thing on the left.
Yeah.
I recognize that as a comic strip. Who's that fucking Calvin and Hobbes looking shit?
No, that's not. Because that's Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes are the ones from Calvin and Hobbes.
But I do recognize that, whatever it is.
Billy and the Boingers bootleg?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Is from the comic Bloom County by Burke Breathed. Yeah.
I should have got that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I know. I had that.
Mm-hmm.
I had that on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. It's a very. It wasn't even a good comic. My mom had all the books.
Yeah.
There you go. That was exciting. What else you got on this prep sheet there, boy?
I just got a promotional email.
From whom? Whom?
I was BCC'd. Hold on, let me make sure I was.
What were you?
BBC.
Who's BBL?
Let me make sure this is. Yeah. We have an opportunity. Interviews available. At Atletico de Madrid. Offering you an opportunity to speak with players, coaches, or ambassadors about the FIFA Club World Cup 2025.
I'll be
You
goddamn.
can talk to Atletico Madrid. Should we book the entire team of the show? Is what I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes. Be like the Buffalo Bandits
Yeah.
when we
At Atletico, not Atletico. It's Atletico.
Cool.
Who their best player obviously is Diego Forlon.
That's
For,
I can't
Forlon.
tell if you. I think
Diego
I think you
Forlon?
said a real guy. I think you said a real guy.
I think he actually did used to play for Atletico Madrid.
Oh, their best players. Shoot,
Oh.
shit.
Coke.
Julian Alvarez. I've heard of him.
Coke. It's Jack McCarthy's favorite player.
Yeah. Should we get? Yeah.
Rodrigo Riquanebe. Samuel.
All
Yeah. All right. All right.
So yeah, if you guys want any of these guys on the show, you just let me know.
Go ahead and get them all.
just get them all.
I'll make it happen.
You guys want to do a live show at JMU this year?
No.
That was an idea we had, was to do a college tour.
I was talking with my guys about getting us set up before a game this fall. We want to do a show down there on a Friday.
I'm going to. I decided this morning I'm going to a Rutgers game this year. Should I go to Iowa or Oregon, Brandon?
Iowa.
Friday night blackout, Iowa, or homecoming night game, Oregon?
No, Friday night blackout for sure. For sure. I mean, Oregon's going to beat the piss out of you. Iowa, you got a fighting chance. It'll be ugly, but at least you got a fighting chance to win. Right?
Total will be 40.
Yeah. Y'all running back my
Ethan
neighbor?
Kaliak-Manis?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was good last year.
Was he?
Yep.
I'll be goddamn. I think I saw him fishing the other day, but I'm not sure.
You want to get him on the glaze?
Yeah.
Yeah, link
No.
me in, bro.
No.
Link me in with the Kaliak-Manises.
I'll just come out to the house. We'll ride over there.
Would you like me to
have a
book you a
pontoon?
plane or a train,
Yeah.
TJ, to get to?
My house isn't that far. Mark Titus has been to my
You
house.
can take a car. The interstate goes right by it. Like right by it.
No, it doesn't.
The interstate.
It does
Like,
not.
it's like right in his
I'm-
right.
I-
like over the pond.
I'm 7 miles away from the interstate.
You just have like 18 wheelers just honking their horn nonstop.
Like right over it.
I have questions about this next guy. Did the Fat Arena Football League punter gets leveled?
Yeah.
I like the way you put it. Fat Arena Football League punter gets leveled. Is this a Fat Arena Football League, or is just the punter fat? Because everybody looks. Watch. You've seen this?
Yeah.
Wait, everybody's fat. Look, everybody's fat. Is it a league of fat guys?
No, there's a skinny guy. There's two skinny guys.
Oh, there's some skinny guys.
What is that logo in the back? AF1? Is that
Arena Football
Ball
1.
one. Yeah.
Is that the league?
I think if you have to add a 1, you're definitely not the number 1 league.
Formula One.
Arena Football 1.
Formula 1
Formula
hurts.
One.
Yeah.
Arena football is like one of those
But
things
you're-
that
In general.
Began play in 2025. That's not a great sign for your league.
Mm-hmm.
Commissioner Jeff Fisher?
Funded by the 8 teams that survived the 2024 Arena Football League season. What happened?
Survive.
Survived is a crazy.
They hit an
There was a bacteria outbreak.
Hold up.
Bane went to every stadium.
Chairman.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
And the commissioner's Jeff Fisher?
Oh my God. Steven Titus. I love this chairman.
There's a Mexico team?
Oh,
next year.
is Jeff Fisher the best commissioner in sports?
I gotta ask a question. Is Mark Titus the best commissioner in sports?
People are saying it.
And people don't even know what's coming with this
Yeah.
league. Like, they don't know the twists and
They
turns.
have
You've got to
no
blow them away.
fucking clue.
But that first game was something.
yeah, dude. I think I might be good at this.
I'm pretty sure. So they did that first game. I think I heard that roar when Max hit the shot.
Yeah.
We heard it either on the show or right after we left the show. We heard it.
Well, I was there.
Yeah, you were.
So,
you heard it for sure. 'Cause
but I did all the shows. So I don't know why you guys weren't there. I can't remember why you weren't there.
I think they did that particular one right before the show.
So you guys thought maybe we wouldn't be.
I was already in here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
I don't know.
relieved of my duties over there for the morning. And
Yeah.
you were not. You
But
were.
yeah, what a great first game. Oh my God, the first 2 episodes. Not everyone, but there were a lot of chatter about like how I don't have control over the league.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the episode 2, Tate was pulling a lot of strings, and everyone's like, "Oh, Titus is buddy with Tate, and he's just allowing things to go through." I had a vision. I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Sure,
all right,
sure.
And it was all and it's one of those deals, Brandon. You make enough decisions in life, you're gonna upset everybody eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna upset everybody. But then when the dust settles, you look up, you got the best league in sports.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's mad at you for something you've done along the way to get there, but they're all happy with the outcome and the product on the floor. And you're welcome, America. I did that for you.
best commissioner in sports right there.
In sports. Go watch the
BBA.
the BBA.
Another game today.
Another game
in between
tonight.
dozen.
Did you ever think about like stepping in and doing a medical exemption to save Steph?
Steph was
Like a commissioner's exemption? 'Cause
Holy shit, that was incredible.
She's on
Steph
the
was-
floor every 5 seconds.
She's either a good or a bad roller too. Like the rolling over the back. I don't know if that's like a good tactic or if that's
Was
like
also
she falls to the floor, then also like just she always flips over her back. She always
Yeah.
does a somersault.
was there any proof to her that she could draw a charge in that league that they would actually call it, or did she just
Yeah.
keep trying to do it?
Broke her finger.
That's right, she did. Oh wow,
Oh god.
that was a hard landing.
Train coming through.
They're not respecting his game. They're letting him do that.
Maybe a little flop there.
Is Steph here? I would ask.
She's here.
She's here.
She's here.
Go get her.
They're all. Oh God.
That's a mismatch. Like Max has to guard Hank.
but I don't even
Max has
think
to guard Dana.
she didn't even take the worst hit of the day because Max went for a rebound and sent Ella Griff into the PMT studio.
I love this. Again, like there were people that were like, "Are we sure we want the women involved in
Yeah,
this?" And I'm
yeah.
like, Trust the vision.
Which I still don't think it was. a
Trust
bad
the
idea,
vision.
yeah. What are they gonna do? Cook us a nice meal?
Steph,
Mark, Commissioner.
Steph, how you feeling? I mean, obviously we recorded this a while ago.
Oh, look
at
her
her
finger
Everybody
now.
saw it last night, so
Yeah.
your finger's still wrapped up,
Yes, it's broken. I had to have surgery to fix it.
What?
and you broke it.
I don't know exactly when I broke it. The most obvious answer is when Hank just smoked me, but it could have been when I hit the floor myself. Yeah, but there's like a pin in it and everything.
Is the somersault thing on purpose?
The somersault thing, I don't know where that came from, to be honest, but it saves me from having to like awkwardly push myself off the ground. It
I
gets
think
me back on
I
my
think it
feet.
like works, but it was just like
There's a
I
lot
didn't
of
know
it, yeah.
Yeah. You got the shit kicked out of you,
I did.
but you wear like a badge of honor.
It was all worth it.
Are you like how upset are you with the other team? I guess like there was a thought as I was watching it. I was like, Steph probably fucking hates those guys.
I did in the moment.
Yeah.
Blevins gonna answer for me.
Undoubtedly. You could feel the tension walking the halls in this office. None of them look at each other. It's fiery.
All right. Well, broke your finger. What's the timetable on recovery?
The pin gets pulled next week, and then I'm in a splint for
That
4 more
sounds
weeks.
awful.
Is there a grenade? Then it explodes.
I mean, it did kind of explode. It was
Survive
broken
the
3
BBA.
pieces.
No.
Yeah.
What's the reaction been like from your perspective? Like people are
Are you a
supportive?
hero?
Well, are you a
yes,
hero?
supportive
Or are you
for sure.
like
Yes, the chat, the
everybody-
family have been great.
everybody been-
I would say us watching it back has been like, oh, we were slow, fat, and old during that game. Like
Yeah.
much
Correct.
slower,
Yeah.
fatter, and older than we all remember. Yeah.
What an upset.
You want to
Connor's-
call Hank out for rough and rowdy? People are saying maybe you versus
Well, I
Hank at rough and
can't
rowdy.
box yet. That was one of
Yeah.
the workouts I had to say like bye to or put a pause because I can't close my hand, so I can't hold a glove at the moment.
Yeah. And thankfully, you don't have to use your hands for your tech job or anything like that, where you got to move cables and move a bunch of
No,
stuff and press
yeah.
buttons and
Yeah.
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 that'd be a shame.
I think,
Typing is the worst.
I think that
Okay.
first game secured Steph as Connor's favorite player in the BBA because he's a.
He wasn't even there.
yeah,
he
like
was
a
here.
Big. You
I-
being a.
I watched it back on the. I made
Well,
sure.
she's not accusing you of anything,
Yeah.
Connor. It's okay.
Yeah,
saying.
She's not accusing you of being a bad.
Yeah, I'm saying Mark here is trying to say that I support women in sports,
Right.
and then Stephanie is saying, "Well, he wasn't even there."
Yeah,
So
he
I just
wasn't.
want it on the record. I support women in sports,
but
and I think you played a great game.
You weren't there. You can't claim to have been there. You weren't there.
Yeah, you weren't. Don't let.
Did you watch it last night?
I watched it last night, but I also watched it.
So-
you may have caught him.
What?
Wow, get his ass.
Were you a view or no?
Were you a view?
Yeah,
Okay, then he does support a little.
but I also what was it?
Just a little bit.
I support women in sports. I just want that on the record.
All right. All right.
I almost.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Steph.
You're welcome. Thanks, boys.
Thanks, Stephanie.
I actually have a women in sports take I'd like to say one day.
For that? No?
No, you're good. You're good. Blutman, keep that mic near you. Stop moving it so much.
telling me to buy that.
No, I said, Blutman, keep that mic.
I got a Richard Jefferson take 2 on Dora's birthday.
You don't have to move to the mic.
I was moving. You've thrown me off my game.
All I said was you got to keep the mic. Go ahead.
Blutman, I have a question. Have you heard of Goldbelly?
No.
Goldbelly. You haven't?
No.
It's an amazing site that I order from all the time where you can get the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants all across the United States, and they will ship it free to your door anywhere in the country. Goldbelly will ship you iconic Chicago deep dish pizza from Lou Malnati's, or New York's best, most famous cheesecake from Junior's. If you are craving barbecue, they ship the legendary Franklin's barbecue straight from Texas to your door. Franklin's is, oh my God. You watch barbecue YouTubes ever? You ever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Franklin was back when I had a smoker back in the day. Franklin was oh my God. Franklin's barbecue can be shipped straight to your door from.
We can have a smoker conversation after the show if you'd like. All right.
And you have to try the one and only world-renowned stone crab delivered from Joe's in Miami. Whether it's a dish from that one-of-a-kind restaurant or meals from world-famous chefs like Ina Garten, Daniel Boulul.
They sent me that lobster roll that's on there.
Yeah.
They sent me that?
So good.
Oh, my God, it was good.
It ships well, too.
It shipped very well,
It blows your mind. You're like, this is
unbelievable.
Goldbelly has you covered no matter what you want. So if you're looking for the perfect gift or want to impress your friends and family with an epic meal next time you host, go to goldbelly.com and get free shipping and 20% off your first order with promo code SPORTS. I will say that about Goldbelly. It is a gift that shows up on your doorstep, and it does blow your mind a little bit. It's a great gift. It's a gift that you give this gift, people will open it and they'll call you right away and be like, because
it's kind of like a fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Like I would like a great Maine lobster roll right now, but I can't. I'm not in Maine. That's crazy.
Pull that off.
But you can have it.
Yeah. It'll blow people's minds. Go to goldbelly.com, promo code SPORTS for free shipping and 20% off your first order. Goldbelly.com, promo code SPORTS.
Blutman.
Brandon.
Percent chance that we have another hockey game after tonight.
26.4.
Wow, that's higher than I would have anticipated.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, the Panthers are home with a chance to close it out, right?
Yes.
Oilers back against the wall.
Yes.
And I think the Panthers are just flat out better, so it just seems like this is where they close the door.
Yes, I also think that the Panthers are flat out better. I think that the series should have been over in 5. You can make the case it should have been over in 4, Brandon. The Oilers came into the series as the hottest team in the league. Peace came in as the best team in the league. Mm-hmm. The question is, can they and will they be able to close one out off rip? That's the big question here, because sometimes they have flirted with a bit of a struggle to put a series away. So I'm curious. Remember last year? Up 3-0. That went 7.
That's right.
I forgot
about that. So they've got a bit of a closeout issue despite being the best team in the league. I still think they got it done tonight. I think that this is like a 3-2 final, 4-3 final, and in true Peace fashion, last 20 seconds of the season, puck's just on the board battle. Edmonton can't pry it away, and that's just how the Peace cap off another season, another championship.
Does McDavid need to change anything about how he's playing right now?
Yeah. Purchase a more lethal shot.
He needs, but do you think he needs to?
Yeah.
How's that?
Does he need to look to score more?
I think
keep letting the game come to him.
I think everyone kind of wants Connor to be a little bit more selfish and try and go and get his. I think that that's an apt strategy. I'd like to see him do it more, because if you're Bobrovsky, like, you're always just kind of cheating towards, like, looking, he's gonna make that seam pass to Leon, like I'm cheating there defending. So I think you're right.
Especially on power plays, like he'll get the puck and he's open, and then he's looking to
I want to
fucking turn and smoke it, dude.
On that wing, I want to see him. I want to see him just try and take a lethal wrist shot that catches Bob up on his right shoulder. Like, that's what I would like to see. But he's Connor McDavid, and we're just Liam Blutman and Mark Titus. We're not on the ice.
I'm saying if I was Connor McDavid, I would just fucking score like crazy.
Connor McTitus.
Connor
McTitus would play, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, what do you guys think happens tonight?
I think the Panthers win 5-2 and close it out.
Okay. What about Mark?
I think it's I got 9-1.
9. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Oilers.
Wow. Wow, what a statement.
9-1 Panthers wasn't that funny to you, and then I said Oilers, and you're like, all right, well now
I mean,
this guy.
this guy is.
Yeah. Deep in your hockey brain, I thought you were doing like a 9-3
I'm gonna
Vegas
do.
closeout.
I do think we get a lot of goals. I think it's 6-5 Oilers.
Really?
In overtime, 6-5.
That'd be
I think
thrilling.
it's a lot of goals. I think it's a lot of fucking goals.
Who wins
Give me
game
all
7?
the goals. Well, you're putting too much on my plate.
Too
brother.
early to
Right.
tell.
It's too early to tell. It depends
Yeah.
on how this shakes out. Depends on. I got to see the injury report going into 7. You know.
Yeah, but this is fair.
Give me
Oh,
6-5
by the
Oilers.
way, injury report. I'm excited to see what happens when the season ends and those injury reports come out for Edmonton and Florida. Like Matthews definitely playing hurt, but Leon Draisaitl, Brandon Walker.
Yeah.
If that man is skating like he's been contracted with rabies, dude. He is skating so
Is that how?
Is that good or bad?
bad.
Bad.
He's
Okay.
skating very poorly.
But
Wouldn't you want like a
I think I would
dude.
want a rabid.
A rabid-
A rabid skater would be
A
fucking
rabid
Yeah.
panther,
awesome.
a rabid
Like
predator.
Tasmanian
manic.
devil.
I must have got my medical terms mixed up. I was looking for
leprosy.
You got your animal carried illnesses confused, I think.
Do you know what rabies looks like? You know what people with rabies looks like?
Foaming at the mouth.
Tyra Banks had rabies on television one time.
Did she?
Yeah.
I didn't know
You
that.
ever seen this?
Tyra
You never
did?
know about that? Try to find Tyra Banks faking rabies. It is. It's an uncomfortable watch. It's uncomfortable.
What was she on though?
It was on her show. Tyra. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna, this.
I don't know about
Yeah, you're gonna want to see this.
Tyra Banks
You're gonna want to see this.
faked rabies.
You're gonna want to see this. You're gonna want to see this.
Tyra Banks turns into a rabid dog. Wait, this is just her talk show. All right, something's wrong with her. Oh no. Ah. What?
Oh my god.
You guys have, no one's ever seen this.
What? How the fuck did she do that?
We're breaking you today! Start the show! Tyra Break!
Yeah.
Tyra pranks?
Ooh, green particles.
That was wild.
That's how Leon's skating.
Why did she do that?
That's a crazy.
I can't believe none of you have seen
That's
I
that.
have
good
never
pull.
seen
Yeah.
that.
Good pull, Mark.
That's one. Well, once you've seen it, that'll just stick in your brain. You'll never forget that. Yeah.
No, that one's in there now.
It's,
Wow, Tyra Banks
Oh.
faked rabies.
kind of fucks Tyra Banks up for you too.
It
You know?
does a little bit,
You know,
yeah.
it's kind of like, yeah, man, you can't see her the same.
Fuck.
There's Tyra Banks.
Tyra pranks.
Tyra pranks. Yeah.
Did the audience know she was gonna do something like that? Did she
No,
say?
It seemed like they.
Because if I were watching somebody foam with the mouth, I feel like somebody should stand up and say like ambulance or something.
Yeah.
Somebody say, hey, let's do something.
But also, it was not believable at all.
That girl
it's
that she
uncomfortable
attacked
watch,
is just
yeah.
laughing
Yeah.
uncomfortably.
Yeah. I might need Cody to.
No.
Rabbit Cody.
I might need to see Rabid Cody. At a random day in the future, I need Rabid Cody.
Cody, get rabies.
Say it wasn't an April Fool's Day prank. It was just because.
It was just because
She
it
felt
was
like
Tyra
it.
pranks. Yeah, Tyra. What year did this happen?
Between 05 and 10.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
good old days, man.
I got to do this real quick because I got to talk about State Farm. Speaking of the basketball association, another episode will be out tonight. The State Farm Barstool Basketball Association, is that what we're calling it?
Yay, baby.
It'll be out tonight. In basketball, the great players don't just do it alone. They have teammates, coaches, and a solid support system behind them. It's kind of like insurance because, let's face it, a lot of us probably aren't great at doing that alone either, and that's where State Farm comes in. State Farm is a teammate always ready to assist, helps you find the coverage you need, and help you recover from the unexpected. From fender benders to storm damage, even just a question about your policy, State Farm is there to help provide and assist when you need it through the State Farm mobile app, a network of 19,000 local agents, and online at statefarm.com. So don't just go at it alone. When you need help protecting what matters most, State Farm is there. State Farm with the assist. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability and eligibility vary by state. State Farm with the assist. State Farm.
Liam Blutman, is this funny?
Uh-oh.
It's a segment that's one of the more popular segments we do on the show. We haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
And we're going to revisit it right now.
It's going to be Tyra Banks gang rabies.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could start with that. Yeah, is that
That's
funny?
funny.
That's funny to you. Here's the headline.
I've never seen that.
I know.
How have I never
think
seen
about
that?
It all day. You'll think about it all day. Is that an instant classic? Are we gonna have to rewatch that from time to time on the show?
You gotta show people down the glades.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here is what do you think of Tyra Banks? And they'll be like, yeah, attractive woman. Yeah, one of the more attractive women.
Yeah, she's certainly never been a rabid dog.
I got news for you. Here's the headline, Liam Blutman. You tell me if this is funny. Federal jury finds man guilty of posing as a flight attendant to obtain free flights. On June 5th, a federal jury
This
convicted
doesn't seem like it was funny to Liam, if I'm being honest.
Tyron Alexander, 35, of wire fraud and entering into a secure area of an airport by false pretenses. Ultimately, Alexander booked more than 120 free flights by falsely claiming to be a flight attendant. Is that funny? Is the premise funny? Is anything
It's
about
not
this funny?
funny. It's genius.
Okay.
Aside from getting caught.
And there,
but
and Brandon, he did it again, where he said it's not funny, but
doesn't.
he laughs
Right.
while he explains.
Because I laugh at my thought of like, yeah, that was genius, but then he got caught. But like, I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
To just dress up as a flight attendant.
attendant.
People would think dress up as a pilot and get on the plane.
Now, do you think you could do this?
No.
Do you think if you show up on a plane and you're like, it's me, Liam. I'm your flight attendant today.
No, there's zero part of being a flight attendant I have any
Yeah.
ability to do.
Yeah.
Aunt was one.
Anthony Edwards was a flight attendant?
my aunt.
Oh.
My sister
One
was
of my
one.
aunts, yeah.
Your sister was a flight attendant?
My sister, right before COVID, went through flight attendant training and did like a month of being a flight attendant and was going to be a flight attendant. COVID shut the world down. They laid off half their flight
No
attendants.
shit.
Yeah. And then she didn't know what to do, so I got her an internship. At Western.
How intensive is the training?
I think it was significant.
Oh
Do they
my
work on
God.
like?
She had to move. She had to move. I think she had to move to Phoenix for like 3 months.
Do they work on like interpersonal like communication skills and stuff?
I don't know. That'd be
Work
a
on-
question for her.
They work
like,
on which customers you give the entire can of soda to?
Yeah.
One, two.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah.
You know what? You're a sweetheart. You want the whole can?
Yeah. I'm gonna
pour a little bit.
I'm gonna double pour you.
I'll double pour yours and give you the whole can.
Yeah.
My buddy Nate training to be a pilot right now.
Nate, not Nate.
No
Yeah.
way.
I don't know.
That's,
I don't know if I'd get on a plane with Nate.
I think he's doing 737s.
No shit.
Yeah, big time.
Oh.
Captain
Wow.
Holliers or
Huh?
Officer Blunt?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
All right.
Brandon doesn't today.
Oh yeah.
Just another day.
It's another day in the life.
Ain't nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
Should win easily.
Team Mostly Trivia did not make the dozen tournaments is today. Watch it live. It's live, right? After the
Starts
act?
It's live. Yeah.
Live after the act. Brandon will be. is
We're
the
up
only-
first.
The only Blutman, your team didn't make it either, right? The Grinders.
No, it's one of the most infamous moments in dozen history. Jake Malisak missing Miracle and it being stolen.
Wow.
What was
Wow.
the question that led to him missing Miracle?
They played a team. I know the answer. I don't recall what it was. A team that they played in like an exhibition game
Yeah.
Oh.
before an actual.
Oh, it was a question. The answer wasn't Miracle. It was a question from the movie Miracle.
correct. He's
Okay.
a Miracle niche guy.
Okay.
and he missed it, and Chief got it. The answer was IHF All Stars,
All right.
and he watched the movie the night before.
That is tough.
That's my boy though. Tough.
Great,
MVP.
great moments are born from what?
Great opportunities.
There you go.
A single movie is your niche.
I had a single show as my niche.
Yeah.
But there's
Brandon,
multiple
Brandon
episodes.
does it. Brandon does it.
That's
jerseys are
one of
out
my
there,
niches, yes.
our jerseys did make it to
Yeah, Mostly Trivia did not make the tournament. We didn't qualify, which kind of worked out because I'm expecting a baby, and it would have been tough if we were doing the dozen. And I got the call, and then it would have been I'd have to step away, and it would have played. So it did kind of work out almost perfectly.
Yeah.
For all parties involved.
Yeah.
We did not make it.
Crazy how convenient that was.
Very convenient for
Yeah.
all parties.
Connor, what's in your hand?
There was a family member who just sent in some drawings, and I was going to pass.
Drawings of what?
Just personalized drawings for. I don't think they have one for Blutman. They have one for me. They have one for Ebro and TJ.
Show them off.
But this is from Stoop Kid.
But I'm sorry. Hold on, real quick. They sent a drawing to Blutman, Ebo, TJ, and Connor.
Yeah, the big four.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think here.
To the show
is for TJ.
Whoa.
Got Yankee Stadium right there, and then little Chicago, New York, Chicago.
Get it?
Is for Blutman.
Mark.
There's just a bunch of different. It's like an octobox
Oh, that's fucking
of hockey.
That's sick.
That's really good.
Okay.
I'm assuming this one's for me.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's North Avenue Beach.
From Chicago.
Well,
Volleyball courts.
volleyball.
yeah, but I mean, I live in Chicago.
Yeah.
I like the
You'd
beach.
love that.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
Stoop
play
Kid
beach.
could send in some more stuff.
But that doesn't
What do we
necessarily
got for
mean it's
Evo
for
here?
you.
Looks-
Camden Yards and Bridgeport Stadium.
Yeah.
Looks like.
so
That's
Stoop
cool.
Kid's afraid to
really
lose.
good drawings. Thank you, Stoop Kid.
And
Those are great drawings.
Where's my house?
He made one. He made one of you guys at the desk back for opening day.
Oh, it's that.
We hung it up.
Oh, up there.
oh, we already got ours.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
and he-
All right,
I think he was just
He
There's
called, me,
ours.
he called me tall too,
I'm pretty sure that.
Why?
Was good.
So he's
and he double underlined it. So
he's a liar?
No, he seems like a great guy that sends us amazing gifts and is very sharp.
Was this the same Stoop Kid from Hey Arnold?
Stoop Kid's afraid to leave his stoop.
Stoop, 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 stoop. I'm
Hey,
spreading the
Arnold.
word.
Hey Arnold was my first cartoon crush.
Arnold was?
No, they dated older girls in one of the episodes.
Whoa. He made one for every round of the NHL playoffs.
So there you go.
Hey, Arnold. Move it, football head. Anything else? Anybody have anything else? If you don't say it now, you will have to wait till tomorrow
Oh man.
to say it.
Yeah, I'm sorry that your Is That Funny didn't land because Tire Pranks was like the best opener, so the main act fell.
No, the thing about Is This Funny is that when it is funny, you don't laugh, and when it's not funny,
You laugh a little bit.
you do laugh a little bit.
Okay.
That's my favorite part of that segment. I guess some housekeeping would be that my plan with this child that just will not. The due date hasn't come yet, but I'm chomping at the bit. I'm ready for this thing to pop out. My plan is Friday. I'm just gonna make my last day, which I already told you guys, but I'll tell the people at home. Whether the child has come or not, Friday I'm gonna.
And that is after
shut
the
it
due
down.
date, right?
The due date is Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But if Friday comes around, no baby. If the following Monday comes around, I'm gonna be a mess. And also, it helps you guys plan. You just get T-Bob in. You don't have to worry about like whether I'm here, not here, or whatever. Yeah.
So
there's
this
that.
is your last week.
It's my last week, yeah. And then I'm probably just not coming back.
Yeah, I
just
figured.
won't come back. So
That's fair.
there will be that. And good luck to all of you. We'll make this last week a fun one.
Well, we'll shake hands on Friday. That'll be it.
And that'll be it.
Yeah.
So
Miss you.
that's the plan.
We love you, Mark.
I assume T-Bob would be
I thought you.
maybe a little clicky.
Maybe
Maybe a sprinkling of clicky.
we'll throw in.
Can I'm going to be watching the show.
We'll throw in a
so
click.
can I-
Are you gonna allow Connor to sit in your seat while you're?
I didn't.
Well, I'll be there with you.
Can I? Yeah, you'll be there at the delivery.
Well,
room.
Connor's taking paternity leave as well. So
Yeah. I need to prepare for this.
Do you
child as
think
well.
this is a serious question? Do you think if circumstances required it, God forbid something happened, and just the laws of nature led to this point where you would have to breastfeed my child, do you think that you biologically would be able to produce breast milk for my child?
I think it would be.
Because they say that some men can. Some men, they're caretakers. Like it's like they
Yeah.
It's an abnormal thing, but it can happen.
I would muster up any type of dark magic or research or whatever I could do to provide for that kid. I'd lay my life down on the line for that kid.
you haven't answered the question. Would you produce milk for the kid?
Out of your
From my bosom?
Have your breast?
Yeah, no, I would try to. I'd do whatever I could.
What are we doing?
All right, that's the show. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
That's how Paul is done.
family, 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 family.